How could Christians help to facilitate a sense of home, a sense of homecoming to relationship with God for spiritual seekers? Hi, my name's Lynne Taylor, and my PhD explored the experience of previously unchurched Australians who had become Christians in the previous 2 years. Why had they become Christians? What was the process? How did they perceive the roles of other Christians and of God in the conversion process? And what was happening deep within? The slide that you can see shows the conversion process as I discovered it, and also shows these 6 affects experienced deeply by those I interviewed. And today, in 3 minutes, I'm going to talk about how Christians can help facilitate a sense of home for spiritual seekers. So one of those affects that I identified was that deep sense of welcome, warmth, belonging, and home. And that affect was primarily mediated by other Christians. What did other Christians do that mediated that sense? Primarily, it seems to me that what those other Christians did was to engage in mutual, caring, and open relationships with their non-Christian friends. A story is illustrative. Olivia, one of those I interviewed, was at university, and some of her friends were Christian. One of her Christian friends, I'll call Hannah. And Olivia told me this story about an interaction she had with her Christian friend Hannah. Hannah had experienced a family tragedy that she talked about with Olivia after Olivia offered her condolences. Olivia says, "That's kind of how I got to know her. We talked a lot about the tragedy and how Hannah saw God's role in her life and how she saw God's role in what had happened. And you know, obviously it wasn't at that stage that she was trying to evangelize me or anything. It was just that she was telling me what it was like for her and how she viewed her relationship with God. So I felt like it really made a big impact on me to just be able to talk to her and, I don't know, I guess see where her head was at. And I was just listening, mostly. It can be tempting to see the engagement of Christians in the lives of non-Christians in terms of us doing things to help them. But a key characteristic of the other Christians who helped create this sense of warmth, welcome, belonging, and homecoming was not that they did things for their non-Christian friends. Rather, these relationships were characterized by mutuality, reciprocity, and equality. Trinitarian theology provides a lens to help us to understand what was happening here. The Trinity is characterized by relationality. Father, Son, Spirit relating together, again in relationships of mutuality, reciprocity, and equality. As humans created in the image of God, isn't it inevitable that our own relationships, our own best relationships, should be characterized by those things? And it was that very type of relationship that helped to draw the non-Christians I interviewed into a sense of homecoming in relationship with God. The sense of warmth, welcome, belonging, and homecoming created by those relationships resourced their developing relationship with God, and they began to come home to relationship with God. Thank you.